there? That's loud. Um, we're high voltage, and we're here today to present Blip, which is a communications protocol. And so before we begin, we'd like to talk about um, our cornerstone encryption method that kind of supports and drives the Blip platform.
So we're presenting the hexam encryption method.
So what is the hexam encryption method? The hexam encryption method has been developed by High Voltage. Hexam uses multi-level encryption for tokenized data, transmitted and decrypted when received. Normally a static private key is assigned to the user. Our method generates and provides a new private key for each message.
The difference here is that on Signal and every other app that you have messaging, they provide you a static private key. With this method, you get a private key every time you tokenize data and send data to a network. So hexam can be incorporated in other applications such as wallets, even, well, exchanges, which are not good right now, but can be used for many uses. We have developed it and we use it in our products. We have developed a wallet, a Lightning wallet that has this, and the hexam has been tried and tested. So it is now available to everyone.
So this method was originally created for our solutions. It has been tested in our Lightning wallet development, our Lightning network ATM solution, and for our Lightning network messaging application we call Blip. Hexam can be used as a standalone solution for tokenizing, encrypting, sending and receiving data.
So we are proud to present Blip. The first part of Blip is it's a messaging app. So it's a private, encrypted, uncensorable, untraceable communication platform, which means that if the US is hiring 87K plus IRS agents, things are not looking good for the Bitcoin community. So this platform runs on Lightning, and every text message is encrypted via the hexam and the Lightning network.
So privacy is worth paying for. There's no such thing as a free lunch. If you don't pay for the service, you pay with your data and privacy instead. So we all know this.
So in our platform, it's non-KYC. You can open the account with an email and a password. You confirm the password. It will give you a hash that can be used to restore your account. So that way, if you use your password, if you lose your password, you can use the hash to restore the account.
So one of the things we wanted to do is make the setup as easy as possible. So you simply set up an account, add sats, and you can immediately start sending text. No KYC process, no emails required, no phone number, no Lightning node to set up to create peers, no tribe to create for your network.
If I would describe our application as Signal went to have fun with Sphinx Relay, and this is the offspring. So you don't have the complications of setting your node to have private messaging.
So phase 2 will incorporate voice messaging, voice call, video call, and documentation transfer. Blip uses a lightning to handshake, then everything else gets encrypted through hexam and relayed through the Tor network.
This is what happens on the back end. As a cybersecurity expert, I can tell you there are two platforms, the ones that have been hacked and the ones that haven't been hacked. So I cannot say that our platform is hack-proof. Yeah, we tried to implement a cybersecurity framework, but in case we get hacked, this is what the hackers will see. There's nothing to see, just hashing a gibberish. All you see are transactions.
This is kind of the boring tech side.
Not boring. We don't catch IPs. We don't catch location. So this is a platform that does not hold your data. I'm gonna skip to the next video. This is on the node. That's what happens. So they're all lightning invoices. That's all you'll be able to see if you hack our platform. So this is a pun we created.
So Blip messaging app will soon be launched. You can join the wait list to try the beta before it's publicly available. We had anticipated trying to get this completed by the time the conference was here. It's still a couple of weeks out, so what we plan on doing is an airdrop of sats. So people can go and you can sign up on the waiting list, and then we'll airdrop sats into your...
Yes, and right now if someone has an Android phone, yeah, we can send the APK for the alpha.
So Blip Freedom is going to be a second iteration to the Blip messaging app platform. Blip Freedom is really a crowd-focused application to allow for large-scale information distribution. It's crowd-funded with a right to assembly focus. So, you know, in the world we're in right now, every time a group gets together and gets coordinated, things can be shut down. So just like Iran was shut down, they track people in Canada, and we're shutting down bank accounts. Just last month, timing attacks on WhatsApp, Signal, and Threema can reveal the user's location. And of course, WhatsApp, GoFundMe continue to fight against fake news. So Blip Freedom is a crowd-funded donation to ensure that everyone who joins a Freedom channel has a voice and a paid solution to carry movements forward without the fear of state capture.
So in this case, Blip team is watching the news, and depending if there is a need, a channel is open. So let's say right now was the Truckers Convoy event. We will be opening a channel for that. Since our platform runs on the Tor network, it is untraceable, and it is very difficult to ban .onion site. So The bot, the channels are administered via a bot. So if there are bad actors or an annoying person or persons, or they have the ability to cast them out via a supermajority vote. And that person gets booted if 75% of the people in the group decides not to have him.
So Blip messaging app and Blip Freedom are really a drive to bring people to the adoption of Bitcoin. Buying a dollar or two worth of sats is the first touch point, or can act as a first touch point. There's a lot of people that aren't ready to use Bitcoin as a medium of exchange, a savings technology, but there's a lot of people out there that are looking for privacy and a veil of secrecy, because it's your communication and you should own it. So we hope that this helps drive Bitcoin adoption as another freedom tool kind of product.
And one thing that's really important, this is the first that is done in our country. It has been proudly made in El Salvador by Rick, myself, though Rick is from Ohio, but still he's living here. And he is pupusa, so that grants him nationality. And we have an 11 people team that has been working their ass off. So yeah, we've been busy the whole year. And yeah.
So just as a friendly reminder, get your Bitcoin off the exchanges. We had another clown week, and it's worth repeating. So
yeah, especially
I know you already know that, but because we're
especially
at a Bitcoin conference. But hey,
especially if the exchange has their own coins.
that's right. That's right. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I'm 100% convinced of this use case. You also talked about voting, maybe on the announcement. So voting is interesting. When it will come, when the product is going to be live, and one last question: business model point of view. I mean, the price of sending a message. I did not understand that 100%.
Yeah,
Thank
good
you.
question. We actually had Blip vote in this presentation, but we decided to scale it down to not throw too many things out there. That is a third iteration that we would like to build on the platform. Alejandro can speak to vote.
Yes. Well, you're asking about the cost of sending a message.
Yeah, cost, voting. I have many questions. Sorry.
Okay, the cost for sending a message. This is phase one. Even on phase two, when we will have voice calls, video calls, document sending, it'll be the same cost. Sending a message right now is 2 sats.
2 satoshis. So
Yes.
not 2 cents, just 2 satoshis.
So for $1, you have, yeah.
You can
plenty.
send about 3,000 messages per month. We anticipate the average users anywhere from between 500 and 1,500 text messages per month. So at 2 sats, you can have absolute privacy between 35 cents and under $1.
Wow. Thank you.
Have you approached anybody in the human rights area regarding this, like HRF or something along those lines?
Alex Gladstein had actually liked this, and so we're making the announcement, but the Human Rights Foundation is a big focus, and will be, yes. You talk about that?
Yeah, we have spoken to many groups, but we have gotten Alex Gladstein attention. And this is a game changer. This is to uphold the First Amendment. So I don't need to repeat the First Amendment, but well, we have people from Italy here. So the First Amendment in the US is the right of freedom of speech, the right to assembly, which has been, yeah, kind of like China. So at least China is open that, yeah, we're the state, fear is institutionalized, if you do this, we'll do that. But the US says, yeah, this is a free country, and it's not true. They will tackle you down. they will text you out of the US. So there's not much difference from the social scoring that's going on in China and what it is on the States right now, or Europe.
So to follow up on that, because we're in a digital age, everything starts on our phone. That's how we assemble and coordinate. And if the government doesn't like it and they can just turn you off, that's not good for us. So this is a solution.
So I think you're covering a very hot topic, and it's so hot that even other efforts are coming out. There was some first attempt with stuff like WhatsApp and Sphinx Chat and Zion clone of Sphinx Chat and so on, and now there are like Kit, Hole Punch, and a lot of stuff is coming out. Do you think that from the platform and brand point of view, competition is better, but from the technological standard point of view, do you think there is any chance to converge over less proliferation on different standards of communication in this area, or you think it's just a phase in which it's better if everybody just does from scratch, let's say?
You take that or I take that?
Well, you could take the other point
I,
of view.
I believe in a free market, so let the best solution win. So maybe, yeah, our solution is it. Maybe Kit is it. We are all starting out, so we haven't even spoken to each other. So yeah, it's kind of, we saw the need, and we created a solution. So Kit is also developing a solution. I'm not that into what they're doing. I don't have that much info on our platform. Yeah, I have all the info. What I've seen on Key is, yeah, the encryption is not that good, but maybe because it's on alpha, but that's just an opinion.
Thanks.
Are you guys going to have either in like the first phase or a future one groups, or like secure groups where you could have 20 people, 100 people in a group all in one, or is everything just going to be peer-to-peer?
No, you will have groups.
Yeah? And will that work the same way? Sending a message within that group is also
Yes.
two sets? Okay. Gotcha.
So yeah, it is like freedom groups, but only that it's on the Blip app. You create a group, and you add all the people there. So you, like a regular Signal group, regular Telegram group, the same. You can do the same. Only that, yes, it's a two-sat to send a message.
Gotcha. And I missed the first part. Is everything going to be open source that you guys are doing, or not everything?
No, we have developed everything from scratch. We have not used open source at all. Hexam, we have not planned to release it as open source yet, because once you release the source, hackers can reverse engineer what you're using, and then our project goes to the rubbish bin. So at the moment, we haven't thought about that. We're keeping it as Colonel Sanders' recipe. So yeah.
Cool. Thanks.
Actually, that's not cool. My question was, that was actually my question as well. I understand why you have that motivation to keep it closed sourced, at least during sort of alpha, like initial development. And so the easy answer to appease a big crowd outside of this room, because there's a certain amount of trust that we can sort of have here, but that this room is only so big, and that trust does not scale. So if you're not going to release the source code, are you going to have at least some sort of, I don't know, diagnostic tools or something?
Yes. There will be a bug bounty program, and there will be diagnostics tools. You will have a dashboard that it says it is connected, it is safe, and if Tor is up or having problems. So, yeah.
That's still not, I don't know, like
I
how would
understand.
you, how do you respond to critics who are like, why would you even bother with this if you can't understand how it works?
Well, we can show some, but we cannot give the whole recipe.
Are you hosting your infrastructure in El Salvador, or is it outside?
No, it's hosting here is quite complicated because the internet connection is not that good. So yeah, this is outside,
Okay.
and what it's hosting is just your username and the given Lightning address for you to receive data.
Okay.
Any more questions? All right. Thank you.